Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we're doing another pick a card. Today's pick a card is the 2022 love predictions. So if you guys haven't watched the general predictions yet, I will have the link in the description box for you guys to go and watch that as well if you want to pair it. And like I said in the other video, my numerology video, so you can see what's due for you in 2022 on a numerology scale. I will have that link in the description too. Before I get into the video, I do want to say that remember with these picker cards, they are general readings and everything isn't going to resonate for everyone, and we use tarot as a tool to see what's on our timeline, but we have multiple timelines in front of us. So if something is said in this particular reading that you do not agree with or that you don't want to have manifest for you, you have the free will to shift and change that. Tarot and these predictions, they are a tool to see what's in front of you, okay? So make sure you bear that in mind, not just when you're watching this video, but when you're watching my other fellow YouTubers as well when they're doing these videos, because sometimes things can be a little bit triggering, specifically in the love readings, and I don't want everyone giving anyone hate or anything like that. I've seen a little bit of it, and just remember that we are people. I wanted to mention that before we get in, okay? So we have 4 piles in front with the crystals for you guys to choose from. Pile number 1 is the blue calcite. Pile number 2 is the green calcite. Pile number 3 is the orange calcite. And pile number 4 is the snow quartz. So see which crystal you are drawn to. The timestamps are going to be in the description box as usual, and I will see you guys at your timestamp. Hey pile 1, welcome to your readings. So we are taking a look at what is next in love in 2022. So we're going to be taking a look at the romantic side of your life in 2022, any shift in the energies, anybody special coming in, and just basically taking a look at what the overall energy for next year is in regards to that sector. So we have a card here, and this is a message from your spirit guides in regards to the kind of like concluded energy of 2022. What is the energy coming in? What's like the main focus? We're going to be taking a look at that last. You guys chose the blue calcite, so I'll pop that up here, and we'll pop your oracle card over here and we'll get in. So I'm going to start with tarot. I'm using the trip and wait. The reason I'm mentioning it is because I had a lot of comments on my last video asking what deck this was. This is the trip and rider waite. I love it. I'm gonna have it with the link and everything in my tarot and oracle collection, which I'll have up for you soon, so stay tuned. But let's get in. Straight away guys, when I was tapping into your collective, I saw yellow. I don't know if like a few people here have like, I'm Welsh, right? And I feel like some people here may have Welsh roots or maybe even live in Wales, because when my spirit guide said yellow to me, they said it in the Welsh language, which yellow in Welsh means it's melon. And they said melon to me, and I was just like, oh, Welsh, okay. So that came through. I don't know why, but yeah, yellow is coming through for those of you that are not Welsh. But yeah, that came through. I've never had that. I've never felt a fellow Welsh energy in a pile, so that came through. Another thing that I was being told for you guys, pile number 1, is that even though you're watching this, not that you've given up on love, but it's just one of those things where it's not necessarily a priority right now as I'm tapping in. Like, you may be very focused on self, or you may just be over it. You're just like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm just over it now. Like, there's a feeling of that coming in, which is not gonna be the energy that carries on all the way through 2022. I'm gonna say there's gonna be a shift in that, but I almost feel like right now it's just like meh. I don't know, but that's what I felt tapping in, and it was more like a little bit of a chuckle in regards to the collective of you guys' higher self, like whatever. But we'll get into it. So pile 1, please, spirit guides. Oh my god, your card just like shot out. Oh my god. 10 of Swords. Have you been going through a rebirth? That just shot out like a fish out of water. I literally just went pew in the air. We literally have 10 of Swords straight away. Oh my god. I'm gonna lay the cards before I channel fully, but somebody's been going through a rebirth. Maybe that's why you're not interested in love. Pile number 1, please, spirit guides. Pile number 1. What is to come in pile number 1's love life in 2022? What is to come? What changes are to come? Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Which one's going first? Okay, we have Nine of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Don't worry, because let's get into it. Yeah, okay. Pile number one. What is to come in love for pile number one in 2022? The World. Okay, let's clarify. Let me move that up a little bit so you can see all of the cards. Pile number one, please, Spirit Guides. What is to come in love for pile number one? We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah, there's a shift that's been taking place. Pile number one, please, Spirit Guides. What's to come in love for pile number one? We have Justice. Oh, wow. This is why you're not that interested in love, I feel. You've either been hermiting or you have just been releasing. Like with these spirals in the back and then these swords at the top, you have been releasing. Because we literally have, guys, the 10 of Swords here with the Queen of Swords. So we have that here. So there's a rebirth, which I fully feel. But then we literally have the Queen of Swords. And we have these spirals here, which relates to me as healing. And then we have the butterflies for growth. So I see you guys have really been rebirthing, but to rebirth, to let go, we have to like release. And what I see here with this 9 of Swords, I feel like maybe 2021 for you guys was purging a lot, letting go of a lot of bittersweet moments. It's time to move on. But Spirit's saying with the Justice card, like, again, healing coming through in the back. We've got that healing energy. So you've been purging. You've been purging, and Spirit saying what goes up must come down, but what goes down must come back up. There's always a yin-yang energy. There's always a back and forth because there's a balance to the universe. So you guys have just maybe sacrificed maybe a year or two of purging, letting go for this rebirth. But you've just like literally looked at that energy and purged it out, and that's what you've been doing. But now there's a balance coming back in 2022 for you guys, and it's going to be feeling a lot lighter, especially on the like emotional front. There's something about like the last 2 years, the same 2 years, being very heavy and you wading through. Shall I zoom that out? Hang on, you guys can see better there. I didn't realize that you couldn't see everything, but you've been like wading through some heavy emotions because you've been going through this rebirth. So you've been letting go. But with this Queen of Swords, there's this energy even coming from you now, like, I know exactly who I am. You may be feeling a little bit tired, because that's a lot. You know, we can see that's a lot. But I feel like this energy of I know exactly who I am. If you look at the two females here with their swords, they know exactly who they are. And that's an energy that you're stepping into or have been stepping into and accumulating after this rebirth going in. I know exactly what I want. Not going to settle for less. I know exactly what I want. Let's clarify these last two cards and we'll get in. Pile one, please, Spirit Guides. What is to come in love? Oh, I was shuffling them backwards. I've never done that. Pile one. What is to come in love for pile number one, please, Spirit Guides, in 2022? What is to come in love? Someone's coming in, but they're going to come in when, like I said, you don't really feel that focus on love right now. And there's almost like a quest. Like I feel like you guys are a bit of a wanderer. I feel like you may be a little bit of a lone wolf. And I see you guys doing things to reconnect with yourself and who you are. Like I said, there's been this rebirth. So there does feel a little bit of time of you reconnecting with who you are, and more so reconnecting with your heart chakra. Because I'm being told a lot in the past, there was a lot of whenever you'd feel love or anything like that, it came with like pain, because I feel like energies from the past would manifest. Maybe that's what called you to do the inner work. Whereas this feeling going into 2022 of like having a brand new shiny heart, like it feels like this green, it's like a green aventurine heart, it feels like, and I see it in front of you, and it's like it's all fresh and new. And I see you getting to grips, not just in regards to like romance. What do I want out of romance now? What do I want out of love? Now that I'm not looking at it through the eyes of like a wounded inner child, but also in regards to just like family members, friendships, the world in general, Mother Gaia, you know, aligning with yourself in a more like fresh way without any constraints of the past. So I will say that more so the earliest part of 2022, there is going to be adjusting. So I don't see like heavy love coming in the early part, specifically the first 4 months. I don't see too much of that, because I see you getting used to this new you, it feels like. I keep hearing like, who am I? Like getting used to that. Learning how to like use your wings, like we were seeing with the butterfly share, and just being on this little bit of a quest. But as I feel you're on this quest, I see somebody stepping in, which that then taking me to summer. They're taking me to the summertime. It's not gonna be for all of you, because remember, like timing isn't linear. It's always in a state of flux. We're always shifting, so it could come earlier, it could come after. But there's this feeling of like summertime and just someone kind of like joining you on that journey. We're gonna get into it deeper, but that's something that's coming in. Pile number 1, please, spirit guides. Pile number 1, what is coming in for love in 2022 for pile number 1, please, spirit guides? Your cards just dropped on the floor. 2 seconds. Oh, the major arcanas. We have the Magician. Love this. I love this. I'm hearing the world's your oyster with the world. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. If you guys are thinking at any time in 2022 of taking a class, taking a attending some sort of like, it could be a wedding, it could be a party, I'm hearing bar mitzvah, it could literally be anything. I see that's where you're going to meet someone. There's someone coming in that you're going to meet in a social setting, and it doesn't have to just be with everybody around. It could be like online. You could be like, I'm here in Twitter space. Like, you know what I mean? Something like that. Or maybe you're doing like a course online and there's like FaceTime with a bunch of people and that person's there. Or there's something about online for some of you guys. They are taking me there to like the tech side, but I'm also seeing like groups of people or people doing classes or maybe going to a retreat or something like that. And that's when I see your person coming in, and they're going to come in either through a line of work that you do, or they're going to come in through a line of like a hobby that you do. It's either going to be a hobby, work, or like it feels like there's something mutual here. So you'll have something in common, maybe with friends. Maybe they're a friend of a friend. Maybe they are somebody that is like the brother or sister of a, you know, a friend that you make, you know what I mean, through something. But there's something to do with work, something to do with courses, or something that you'll have in common that's going to link you together. For a lot of you guys, I feel like it's more like an interest or a hobby or something like that. That's what's going to link you. But that's when this person's going to come in. This is more relating to your energy and the shift and the energy that you're in now. It's like calling your energy back to you. It's like you purge, focused on maybe inner child, focused on something, a lot of heart chakra work, it feels, for you guys. And I feel like the energy is coming back. What's that song? When I kiss you like this. And it's like something, it's all coming back to me now. I don't know, I just shared that. Was that Celine Dion? It wasn't Cher, was it? That was Celine Dion, I'm sure of it. I just shared that. But there's a lot of energy coming back. It's like the seesaw. You felt down here because you've been doing the inner work, but now you're coming back up. Like Spirit was saying, it all comes back around. So yeah, I see you guys being on a quest this year. This is somebody that you're going to... It's funny because I don't see you consciously manifesting this person in like, I'm going to grab a piece of paper and I'm going to script. You're unknowingly manifesting this in by aligning with this person's energy, and they are too. It's like the reason that when I tapped into you guys, you felt like you were focusing on self. One thing that I will say is your person is focusing on their self too. And I feel like you both had to like reach a level energetically to kind of like balance each other out. And I do feel like a yin yang, whereas, you know, if you guys are more in your higher chakras, I feel like you're more watery. Maybe my water pile, you feel more in your higher chakras. They'll be in their lower chakras. So they were getting used to their higher chakras while you were getting used to your lower chakras. Does that make sense? Working on them. And I feel like that's how you align. And I feel like you've both been wading through, maybe you've been kissing a few frogs, you know what I mean, to get to that person. Or maybe you've just been wading through, you know, childhood wounds or ancestral karma before you had to like meet each other. It's like you both had to clear a path before you aligned with each other. And this does feel like a spiritual connection because of the level of focus on self. This isn't something that either of you are even going out looking for, but you're energetically manifesting each other in just by becoming the best versions of yourself. That was always going to be the path home to each other. And this does feel like an important soul link. We have different links in our life. You can call them what you want, soulmates, karmics, twin flames, whatever you want to call it. But I've started like referring to them as soul links because we know them from before the physical, you know, manifestation. And I feel like this is a very important one. This feels like a very important person coming in, and this I'm hearing this will end up turning into a relationship. This doesn't feel like something that's going to be short term, because there's a lot of growing that you've both done individually, and I feel like you're learning to open up and grow with each other and move forward. This person's going to approach you first. Pile 1, I'm trying to like home in on this person. This person's going to approach you first. I do see that it is going to begin as a friendship, but I almost feel like you, the viewer, is going to push for a friendship more than the other person. Because there's this energy coming from you, like, I really want to focus on self. I really want to focus on self. So I feel like a friendship is going to be there, but your person, they feel very fiery. So like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, like I said, very in their physical body, feel very like outdoorsy. They feel very active in their physical body. And I'm being told blue eyes. I'm hearing blue eyes or green eyes. Blue eyes or green eyes, or their aura is going to be that color. You know, sometimes, I don't know whether you guys can read auras. You may be able to, because you do feel like you have that spiritual flair to you. You feel very empathic like that. But, you know, when you look at someone and you can kind of see their aura, not sometimes even visually, but you can just tell that aura. They'll have a blue or greeny aura. And I'm also being told it's kind of similar to yours. You have some lilac in your aura though, because you have a very open crown chakra. That's your aura, but there's something about that aura being like bluey or greeny. Maybe they'll even wear that color a lot. I don't know, but that came through. If not, they may just have that color eyes. They're very flirty. I'm going to get into the other cards now, but they feel very flirty. And I feel like even though there's a friendship, it's kind of like a flirty friendship. This person's going to be very flirty with you. And then I'm hearing it's only a matter of time then before you open up and a relationship begins. I do, in regards of any sort of like solid relationship commencing, I'm being taken to like autumn of next year. This person's going to come in before that. Feels like summer or like May. Relationship feels September, October, those months, as in solidifying, because there is no rush between the two of you, because you are both focused on self, personal endeavors, business, work, career, or just self-betterment. The both of you are focused on that, so it's like there is no rush. We feel this energy, you know, it's that type of thing, and I see you both being very much on the same page, and you feel very much like best friends. I want to get more into it now, but with I want to say as well, I'm hearing a whole new world, the Aladdin song, Jasmine and Aladdin, with the magician in the world. I'm being like, it's making me feel when I look at that, like, you, and they're telling me to give credit to you, because sometimes you don't give credit to yourself, so I'm going to give credit to you here. They're telling me over the past 3 years, you have manifested a whole new world for yourself. And you will very much see the fruits of your labor come 2022. And I'm not just talking about love, I'm talking about every factor, specifically financially. I feel like 2022, I may have told you in the other reading, 2022 is going to be financially a very good year for you. And it's going to be very like emotionally fulfilling for you because of that. There's this feeling of that. And it's because you've worked on yourself and manifested a new page, a new start for you, by doing that inner work and tapping into this energy. So with the magician in the world, they keep giving credit to you manifesting in this new life for you. There's a lot of like clapping and rejoicing. You may not feel like it now. Like I said, you may be feeling like this 10 of swords. Some of you guys are already out of the cocoon and just getting used to your wings right now. But either way, you're going to see a lot of the fruits of your labor come 2022, because you took the time out to do that work. And there's a round of applause. I keep hearing a whole new world by Jasmine and Aladdin. So let's pull some more cards. Pile number 1, please, spirit guides. Pile number 1. I'm also being told to say, if you aren't aware like of your psychic gifts, or you're like, I don't know what psychic gift I have, spirit's saying you are very strongly clairvoyant, clairsentient, and you have strong psychic foresight. And I feel that even what I'm telling you here, there's almost this element energetically of I know someone's coming in, or I know this, or I felt my person had fiery energy, because you have psychic foresight. Sometimes we think with psychic foresight it's just like a vision, but I feel like you can see, like, you know, like when you see timelines in front, and I'm saying it to you like that because I feel like you know, you're aware of certain timelines in front of you and able to tap onto them. There's something about you that can do that. So psychic foresight you have, Spirit's telling me to say. Oh god, your cards are jumping out. We have win or lose. Win or lose. Ooh, let me pull the other cards before I get into it. Pile number 1, please, Spirit Guides. What's to come in love in 2022? Oh my god, your cards. We have Seek. Your cards are like attacking me, like actually attacking me. Oh, what do we have here? We have Reach Out. Pile number 1, please, Spirit Guides. One more card. Please don't fight me. What is pile number 1's love life in 2022? What's coming in for pile number 1's love life? We have success and growth. Ooh. And then the back of the deck we have choose your battles. Here. Okay. There's this liberated feeling going into 2022, but there's a message from your spirit guides, like that liberation doesn't come like naturally. You've got to choose to, this is a message from someone's spirit guides, you've got to choose to put down that sword, because you know what, choose your battles at the back of the deck, and then we have win or lose. There's something about somebody, like I feel like you've been through a lot, pal one, and I feel like sometimes you narrate your past in your head, like remember when this happened, remember when that happened. And I don't know whether they're saying it for you in general, but it also does feel like when this person comes in, this Knight of Pentacles comes in for you, there may be a lot of comparing to the past, in the sense of, right, well I better not be so open because that's what I was like before, and you know, this person's very confident and very like you know, giving, so you know, I need to like balance that out, because remember what happened before. There's a lot of remember what happened before, or like narrating the past, and Spirit saying don't let the past narrate your future, because you've done so much inner work, you know, within, to get rid, and like I said, you've been aligning with like on this new page, a new world for yourself. So Spirit's saying the past, now that you've dealt with the wounds, it doesn't exist anymore. And as long as you know there's no emotional baggage, remember to tell your mind and discipline your mind that that past, it's gone. You walked away from it, you let go of it, you did the inner work. It's time for you to be happy now and open. So when somebody new comes in, of course, always have discernment, practice what you've already learned and have balance, but I'm being told that's going to come naturally to you because that's ingrained in you now. So I'm almost feeling like when you want to have fun, or maybe when you're wanting to open up to this person that comes in, or maybe when you're wanting to give to them because you're a very giving person, maybe in the past people took advantage, don't feel like I shouldn't spoil this person or I shouldn't give to this person because remember what happened before, because this is a very balanced connection and you have that balance within yourself now. So with win or lose and choose your battles, I'm being told like don't allow your old narratives to cloud your future wins, I'm being told, because I don't feel there's a lot emotionally that you're attached to from your past, but you're quite fixed like mentally. So maybe you have Mercury in a fixed sign, you're quite fixed that way. So it's like you may still worry yourself about getting hurt or worry about little things happening, and Spirit's saying remember to discipline your mind and allow yourself to enjoy yourself. You've created this, allow yourself to, you know, bask in it, you know what I mean? Allow yourself to play, allow yourself to have fun, allow yourself to share love, like allow yourself to be romantic, allow these things. There is a message like that coming from your spirit guides, because even when I tapped into your energies, tapping in, there was this feeling of love. I don't really care, but allow yourself to open up to it, because I'm being told, and maybe maybe you try and hide this, but you actually are quite romantic. And I'm being told that you may have like a lot of earth energy, or you may just like have like a lot of like Aquarius energy or something like that. So you may outwardly, or maybe even think, nah, I'm not really like romantic, but I'm being told, and you know it deep down, you're quite romantic. So allow that side to come out, and don't feel like don't judge yourself for it. That's what I'm being told. Don't judge yourself for it, and don't feel like, oh, I'm doing too much, I need to, you know, cover myself, because this person's coming in. This feels like a very strong kind of like soulmate bond, and this is gonna, This is going to progress in a way that you've never had a relationship progress before, because it's going to be very friendshipy. There's going to be a very beautiful connection as a solid basis, I'm being told. With seeking it going on top of here, remember, I don't feel like I need to tell you, but I'm going to say it. You are very much, again, focusing on self. I do feel you being very focused on your spiritual self. And when I say spiritual self, it's more so connecting to what this new version of you loves. Whether it's spirituality, whether it's doing physical things, whether it's like, you know, beauty and things like that. Like, this is a new version of you. And like I said, the first part of the year is you getting to know what you like. So make sure that you're really dating yourself, taking yourself to dates, you know what I mean? Buying yourself something nice or little, or doing nice little things for you, because you're now setting a new tone for yourself. So, you know, make sure that you're being the best boyfriend or girlfriend to yourself, and nurturing your heart. And like I said, it's like this new heart. So it's like, okay, what do I love? You know what I mean? What do I want to participate in? With reach out and success and growth, I am being told with reach out, you're going to be learning in 2022 to be a little bit more open. I feel like you are a bit of a wanderer. You are a bit of a lone wolf. So you don't naturally exert yourself on people very much. And I feel like you focusing on you and learning this new version of you, I feel like your confidence levels are going to go up. And because of that, I feel you being more extroverted. And Spirit's saying, don't second guess when, you know, maybe you're taking a course or you're taking a class. Don't second guess going over and speaking to somebody if you are telling somebody you like what they're wearing or things like that. Allow that to come out, because I feel like that's going to open you up to a variety of new people. Don't clam yourself away or think, oh, that person's going to just be mean to me just because you dealt with that in the past, because this is a new world you've been manifesting in. So there's this energy of like putting yourself out there a little bit. Maybe there's a class you've wanted to take, but you thought, oh, I don't want to go on my own, or maybe you don't want to go out to food by yourself, or like little things like that. Spirit's saying to be more extroverted and take those first initial steps, because there is a message from Spirit saying, you know, your soulmate isn't going to knock on your front door and ask you to marry you. Like, you have to meet them halfway and go out there to, like, you know what I mean, for them to be on your path. They're not going to find you in your bedroom. You know what I mean? So there's a message from someone, Spirit, like, about that. Like, make sure you're getting, like, being a little bit more extroverted or working on that. I do see you working on it. I see that shifting, because with the 3 up here, there's expansion. So I see you guys being a bit more extroverted and exercising that in 2022. And like I was saying about, you've already planted the seeds, and I see you're gonna have the fruits of your labor, success and growth in 2022. We literally have that here. So a lot of newness coming in, because you've crafted that for yourself with this sword. Look how many swords that we had. We had them swords up here. We have the Justice is holding the sword. We have the Queen of Swords, and then we literally have this sword here on win or lose. So we literally have a lot of swords, a lot of swords here. So I don't know why I'm talking American, but yeah, let's pull some more cards. 2022, what's coming in love in 2022? It's not, they're telling me, don't think it's just a relationship coming in. You got some friends coming in. It feels like soul tribe, because there's something you're doing that resonates with your heart, and it resonates with their heart too. That's how you're linked. So there's important soul links coming in 2022. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's exactly what you're doing in 2022. I feel like you've waded through the waters. You've done that inner work, and I feel like you're stepping into newness. There's a free-spirited nature within yourself in 2022, pal. Pile 1, 2022, please, Spirit guides. We have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So maybe you guys, like I said, maybe you guys are like worrying a little bit of like, what if something happens like it did before? What if I give too much like I did before? What if, there's this feeling as well, like, what if I ruin it? What if I self-sabotage? And Spirit saying, trust yourself. Trust yourself and allow everything to flow in naturally. Because with the 3 of Wands there, you focus on yourself and going on that avenue, and then someone coming in, this person's just gonna flow in. But when we're rigid and we're worrying, it's harder. Then it's like, you know, there's a little bit of like a jar in the door, the person can't walk through it. So it's like, allow things to just come in naturally. And I feel like you will be focusing on yourself, but I feel like when the person comes in, some fears may crop up, is what I'm being told. We have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So again, I feel like this may be someone that like maybe it's someone that's in a friend group. Maybe it's like you make a friend in a course, that person's linked to that friend, or you make a friend in like a job, that person's linked to that friend. There's something about a friendship circle and somebody coming in as part of that, or like a group circle in work and somebody coming in as a part of that. Either way, there's going to be more than one person around you kind of egging this on. It's not just your spirit guides being cheerleaders in the background, being like, what's the scene from Little Mermaid, kiss the girl? It's not just that. I feel like it's friends as well. There's almost like a feeling of like people pushing you together, like pairing you together. It feels like, oh, I know who will your cards are jumping out. I know who will fit this person. I know who would do good in a relationship with this person, and then pushing you together. It feels like that. Pile number 1. Ooh. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So like I was saying, I feel like this person's going to be very for you. You're going to know that they like you. But I feel like, again, you may hold back and just keep it like friend zone for a little bit. And like I was saying, there's these feelings of romance that are going to come up towards your person. But I feel a little bit of resistance from you, like, oh, I don't know. And that's why Spirit was saying, don't compare it to your past. Allow yourself to feel love. Allow yourself to feel romantic. They are in you. Don't shame yourself for wanting to love someone and give to someone like their natural feelings. And I know this is feeling of, yeah, but it got me in trouble in the past. But it's like, you are not the person that you were, 3 seasons or 4 seasons ago. You're not that same person. You're not going to make those same mistakes because you've learned. Trust yourself. There's this feeling of like, trust yourself. In the back of the deck, we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. It feels like by Christmas next year, I feel like the majority of you guys will have a boo. That's how it feels. You're going to have somebody with you. It does feel that way because this feels long term. True love. Let's put that by here. And let's take a look at your final card. Which is a message from your spirit guides in regards to your love life in 2022. So let's take a look at that. We have inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So what was I saying about you guys not feeling like that bothered about love? But we literally have here the fairy of inspiration. So I feel like, again, you're getting to know your heart. You're learning, oh, maybe I am a little bit romantic in 2022. I feel like someone's going to come in as a great example of showing you how to open up to your heart. Because this person feels very vocal, very physically, what's the word? They feel like, do you know with the love languages, there's like words of affirmation. I feel like they're very much vocal about how they feel. And I feel like 2022 is going to show you what like love is again and have you excited and inspired in that area, whereas for a while maybe it's felt maybe a bit bleak, or you just haven't been interested like I felt. But I see that shifting in 2022. This inspiration card, you're really opening up to that new levels of love in 2022, and you'll have a lot to be excited about, it feels. So that's what I have for you, pal one. I really hope that you enjoyed. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what is to come in 2022 in regards to your love life. So you guys chose the green calcite. I'm going to pop that up here and we are going to get straight in. This particular card here is a message from your spirit guides in 2022. So I'm going to pop that up here because I'm going to leave it to last. It's just basically an overall synopsis of your energy in 2022 and focus. So we'll be taking a look at that last. And I'm going to start pulling tarot and get straight in. For those of you that were asking in my 2022 general reading what cards I was using, it was the Trippin' Weight tarot deck. I had a few questions asking about this deck. So Trippin' Weight, I will have it linked in my Tarot and Oracle Collection Part 2 that I will have up for you guys soon, so stay tuned. But let's get into your energy. So pile 2 spirit guides, tap me into the collective of pile number 2. This showing me a strong dark blue, which is taking me to the third eye. You are going to be quite spiritually active in 2022. I know that's nothing to do with love, but it's something that's coming through, so I gotta say it. You guys are going to be very spiritual active, and I do feel that gifts that you have are going to break or just get very, very stronger, or you're going to be able to tell the difference between your gifts. Maybe you're not quite sure what your spiritual gifts are. I see you really tapping into them, really feeling them and really connecting with them come 2022. Specifically like clairvoyancy, psychic visions. You may have a lot of like psychic predictions in dreams and things like that going into 2022, but pay attention to your dreams this year, going into this year, and make sure that I feel you will be, but I'm just going to say make sure that you're meditating to kind of like tune in, because I see a big expansion coming. It may already be happening. Yeah, it feels like a spiritual upgrade may happen and commence at the beginning of 2022. That's something I'm hearing for you guys, pile 2. Love life, spirit guides. Pile number 2's love life in 2022. What is to come for pile number 2's love life in 2022? In the beginning of the year, you may get visitations or have people from your past reaching out. Maybe it's already happening with this Venus retrograde, but it does feel earlier on. It feels like January, February, maybe March, towards the end of the astrological year. I don't see that you're going to really pay them any mind, but there is people trying to get your attention towards the end of the astrological side of the year. I don't see it commencing after like Aries season or anything like that, but it's with the continuation of like, you know, like winter months or like, you know, those 3 months. That's what I'm being shown is there is somebody trying, it feels like one person trying to get somebody's attention, and I feel like it's for a few of you because it's coming through quite strong, but it's someone you would have walked away from, or maybe in the past you had waited for their return but then moved on yourself, and they're feeling the shift and wanting to step towards you. Pile number 1, please spirit guide, pile number 2, please spirit guides. What is coming for pile number 2 in 2022's love life? What is coming for pile number 2? Oh, am I putting that upside down or right side up? They told me to put that right side up, so I'm going to. We have the Tower. Okay. Alchemist energy here with the Tower and the Magician. Alchemist energy. Pile number 2. What is to come in love for pile number 2 in 2022? This feels like spiritual strength, inner strength, like a very strong focus on that. We have the Sun and the Lovers that just popped out as well, so I'll put them there. I don't know why I'm focusing on making it look, you know, neat. Pile 2, please spirit guides. What is to come in love for pile number 2? I'm gonna lay the cards first. What is to come in love for pile number 2? We have the 5 of Cups. What is to come in love? I'm seeing 2 people. What is to come in love for pile number 2? What is to come in love for pile number 2? Queen of Swords. What is to come in love for pile number 2? 3 of Wands. What's the song? This was Hannah Montana. It's something like, you will be with me, you were there all along, or you've been there all along. Right at the end of the series, I don't know the song well enough because I'd started tuning out of Hannah Montana then, but I know there was a song and it was like, you will be with me, you've been there all along. I don't know why I just shared that. Pile number 2, what is to come? Oh, we got another card. Okay, Temperance. They're telling me to pop this in the middle, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the 9 of Swords at the back of the deck. Don't worry though, we'll get into it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, what I'm first all being told to say is this year is going to be very much focused on your psychic development or just development of self. I remember there was a pile in the general reading where someone was very focused on like self-love and working on self. So I do see that being a huge focus for you. I don't see your like I completely being on love or anything like that. There is a lot of like understanding yourself better, understanding yourself on an inner level, tapping into your self-love, working on yourself, in turn that turning into like spiritual worth. like spiritual strength, tapping into all of that. So that is a huge focus for you in 2022. With the Tower and the Magician, there is this feeling going into 2022, or maybe you've been feeling it now, of maybe not liking the connections in your life at the moment, or feeling maybe like you're being taken for granted, or feeling like, okay, like I'm pouring into a lot of people around me, they're not necessarily pouring back into me. I am going to shift this, I'm going to move forward, I'm going to align myself with something higher because I deserve more. Because you see how the Tower card here, we literally have a ruins of the Tower card, ruins underneath, and then we have the Magician here, which is like Alchemist. Again, these dubs are representing your spirit guides. They're very strongly around you. I feel like you're going to have a stronger connection with them this year, and I see you guys alchemizing yourself out of the past. So maybe you've been going round and round in circles with somebody that, you know, maybe really took from you, or maybe just made you feel like you weren't worthy, or made you feel like, why are my cards so low? Made you feel like you were pouring into them and they just weren't pouring back, or they were just taking you for granted. That's where this Two of Pentacles card is coming in, and I see you guys really shifting that, because this year with this Two of Pentacles, the year is focused on you having these pentacles be balanced out, and you pouring in your energy to yourself and focusing on self. That is a strong message coming through for 2022. What I see here then with the Sun and the Lovers, I don't know whether this is correlating to, like I said, somebody from the past coming back. But with the Lovers and the Sun, I don't know whether someone's going to come in that replicates or has the same kind of energies as somebody from your past, or somebody from your past is kind of like returning and you may allow them back in. But there's a message here of like, bees with honey in their mouths have stings in their tails. It's like a quote that I like to say. This person, they feel, and I'm going to try and describe them so you'll know if it's somebody from your past. This person loves a little bit of thrill of the chase, and in being told they also, what's the word? They talk a lot, they talk a good game. And I feel like they mean what they say in the moment, but then it's like they don't follow up with it. And there's this energy of, while you're focusing on you and focusing on yourself, if somebody is stepping towards you and saying that they're going to do everything and telling you that they're going to do everything and maybe having a good talking game, watch their actions and see if their actions are really replicating and manifesting as well as their words. Because some people will just say stuff and don't deliver. And I feel like this is someone that you know all too well. I do see them kind of like coming back up, seeing you shining like this sun god and wanting to kind of like come back around. But this is someone that, like, it almost feels like they're looking at you as this bright light in their life that they like to be around, but then it's like they don't have the level of depth that you have to be able to pour into you to make you feel the way that they do. And then it's almost like they'll take and dip. And I know that's probably not something that you want to hear in 2022, so I'm saying it to you now so you guys can be aware. Remember, this is a tool, okay, to see timelines in front of you. This person may try and crop back, but if they do, this energy pile number 2, it does feel like there is no shift or change in themselves. It's like they're seeing you moving forward and shining, focusing on yourself, and there's been no change there, but they may say, I've changed, you know what I mean? I've changed. And it feels a little bit like a false light, and I don't feel like they mean to be negative or mean to be hurting anyone. It's just they're very focused on self and very focused on like chasing highs. They're like, you know, when crows see something shiny. So I feel them stepping towards you, and that's why they wanted this year, because it's like, make sure that you are listening to people's actions, because this year is a year of you, and you are going to get people that maybe you're stepping away from wanting to make their way back in to keep you, you know, where you are, because you have such beautiful light, and it's like they're pouring it into themselves and I want them to pour it into me. So that's why I was told to put this in the middle, because this is coming through more so like a little bit of a warning to be aware, because as you're, you know, like moving yourself from this tower and trying to alchemize yourself from the past to this new energy, there is going to be a shift, okay? There is going to be a shift into this new energy, and people may try and pull you back because they want you where they want you, okay? So that's come through straight away. With this 5 of Cups and this Queen of Swords, this is coming through as this person and you guys feeling like it's kind of like this person's come in and told you everything that you want to hear, but then it's not being delivered, and I see disappointment there, and I see you calling them out. This is if you allow yourself to step into it. If you don't, I just see you guys having this person come back, seeing that they're not changing, and really, sorry guys, let me wait for this person to pass. Let me just wait for them to pass, because my window's open, because I was burning a lot of resins, and I knew that was gonna happen. So let me just, okay, they're kind of like past the loudest part. I see you guys very much like saying to the universe, or even me saying it to you now, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say triggering, but it's kind of you having you putting your foot down and being like, no, I want new, I want fresh, I want someone to pour into me, I want newness. You know what I mean? I know exactly what I want. I don't want that. Even me just saying that to you now may be triggering that for some of you guys. So with this Queen of Swords and these butterflies here with a rebirth, it's like, I do not want disappointments in 2022. I don't want someone coming in that isn't going to pour into me. You know what I mean? And I see you guys very much saying that. I see somebody saying it out loud to the universe. That's not what I want. I don't want that person back, or I don't want that behavior back. I want love and abundance for me. So like I said, with this Three of Wands and this Temperance, I see you guys moving past that person. With this Temperance and the Three of Wands, focusing on yourself and pouring into yourself. Now I'm going to pull the oracles to get deeper and see if anything else is coming through, but this was a huge focus very quickly. In regards to someone coming in, Spirit really wanted to get that in. About somebody coming back. Maybe it's someone you wanted an apology from or something like that. They will be returning as you're focusing on yourself. I take them as a test. I had that when I started my self-love journey, guys. I literally had someone from my past came back, and they were kind of telling me for the first time, like, they wanted to settle down and they wanted all of these things for me, and they never been like that before. And I'm just sitting there like, that's suspicious, that's weird. And it was right, they weren't going to give me any of that. They were just changing the narrative of how to step to me, because they'd see I'd shifted my energy, and that was a strong focus. And I know some people don't want to hear that. It had to come through. That's what was channeled. It had to come through. So let's pull oracle cards. Love 2022, Spirit guides. What else is to come in? This is such a time to focus on you with the Temperance here. I feel like you're alchemizing a new life. You're alchemizing a new page. You're alchemizing a shift. It's like shifting your energies. Like, I know what I want now. I'm focusing on me. I'm tapping into my, you know, what I like, what I don't like. I'm getting to grips with what I want, so I can really manifest that in and say no to anything that doesn't align with it. There's a lot of like dating yourself, giving to yourself, being the best boyfriend and girlfriend to yourself, like focusing on that so you can align, because that's how we align with, you know, soulmates and whatnot. And this is putting you on the energy of meeting someone new. But there will be shifts then coming in while you're aligning yourself with new, for it to come up. Maybe old energies that you were connected to your heart chakra, or maybe your solar plexus, they may start coming up for a quick purge, so that you can make room for this new energy to come in. Because there's this feeling of, I don't align with this anymore. I don't want disappointments anymore. I don't want that anymore. Pile 2, please, Spirit guides. Pile number 2. What's coming in love? Your cards just dropped under the table. We have well-deserved reward. I'm hearing keep going, keep focusing on you. Be bad and bougie, like, you know, give to yourself. Shine that light out. Like, that's a strong message coming in. Like, don't feel bad for giving to yourself or saying no. I'm hearing the Little Mix song, No. And they sing, no, no, no. I said yes too many times, now it's no. I'm no longer under your control. Well-deserved reward. We have that here. Pile number 2, please, Spirit guides. What's coming in love for pile number 2, 2022? We have flow. Pile number 2. What is coming in love for pile number 2? The person that I was saying about, like, the ex, I don't know why the energy came through like Gaston with Belle. It's like you minding your own business, trying to be the best version of you. And then we have Gaston trying to like get Belle's attention. That's what it feels like. We have control. And we'll get one more card. pile number 2, we have sacral chakra. And the back of the deck, we have embrace. Okay, very connected here with the world card here in this heart. You guys are light workers, and I see you being very connected again to your spiritual purpose, but that's opening you up to your life mission and your soul purpose. You very much feel like Belle from Beauty and the Beast, wandering through the crowd with a book while everyone's trying to get her attention. You feel like that. It's like this love you have for self, very, very focused on self. Pile number 2 this year, very focused on your soul mission, get into grips with that, and a very strong expansion in your crown chakra, because we have 2 and 1 adding up to 3 here, like Jupiter energy expansion, and we have the crown chakra being very lit you with the heart. So I feel you guys really getting to grips with that. It's like tunnel vision with that, and your soul mission this year, very focused on like career, self-betterment, and your spiritual self, like I was saying. Now with well-deserved reward, and then we have the 9 at the top. Again, with this Tower card here, it's like stepping away from the old. This is going to come in. I feel like a lot of gifts coming to you guys this year as well in regards to like inspiration. A lot of energy coming to you. Maybe last year you didn't have a lot of, maybe you were feeling a little bit lost last year. Or maybe you were just always giving to other people last year. Whereas it feels like this year, it's like giving so much energy to yourself that like you feel very inspired to get out there and do new things. You feel very inspired. You have this zest for life. I see you feeling very good the majority of 2022. Of course, little things may come up to purge, but I see you guys feeling very, very good and having this zest for life and zest for where you want to go. It's like envisioning what you want and really chasing it, really going after it and aligning with it. There's a lot of like main character energy 2022. With flow and control, there is this message coming through here, like anytime you're taking your eye off of self or your mission or just your happiness and putting it on somebody else and being told, it creates this rigid energy, because then you're worrying about, oh, I've just met someone, or this person's come back into my life, how is it going to turn out? Is it going to turn out bad? Or what if I meet someone and then it doesn't go the way I want it to? Like, I'm focusing on self. I don't want that again. Like, you're very focused on not having the past manifest into the new. So Spirit's saying to do that, let go of control and allow things to ease in like water. Allow everything to wade in. The right person's going to come at the right time. This is all divine timing, a word everybody hates, but it's very real, so I'm always going to say it. Your person is going to come in because you are aligning with your person. I don't feel that it's going to be imminent, especially at the start of 2022, you guys, but I do feel towards the 4th quarter of the year somebody coming in. It doesn't feel straight away, I have to be honest with you, because there is a strong focus of self, your mission, get into grips with yourself, self-love, and your spiritual mission. That's what I'm being told. There is love, but it's towards the end of 2022. It's not, there's a strong focus of you, and I'm not going to like sugarcoat or tell you just something that you'd want to hear. This is a strong focus of you. This year is about you, but that's taking you to your person. With the sacral chakra as well, again, that's like creativity. Again, it's not just like self-love in regards to like being the best boyfriend or girlfriend. It's getting used to like, there's something about like, I have to be careful with how I word it, like sacred sexuality. I feel like you guys may manifest a lot through the sacral chakra, and I have to be so careful because YouTube's so picky with stuff like this. But you know, like when you love yourself in regards to the sensual side of yourself, you know what I'm talking about. When you love yourself, when you manifest with that energy, you can bring in a lot of abundance, okay? And I'm being told that you have a very strong sacral chakra. So when you are loving yourself, try and visualize what you want coming in. Business, body, you know, your body being healthy or whatever the case, feeling confident, soulmate or something like that. There's something about manifesting through your sacral chakra. And one thing that I like to do with like sigils, a little bit like taboo, but you know, I'm gonna say it with like sigils. I don't know if you guys create sigils, but you know, sometimes when we have to activate our sigils and we use like, maybe we can manifest with it, we can like stare at it and visualize, or we can like burn it. But using, how do I put this in the words in a way that YouTube are just not gonna like kick me out? You know, when you love yourself and things happen with your body, like fluid wise, using that to activate your sigils, I feel like that would be really good because you have a really strong sacral chakra. It's not for everybody, so tune out if you don't like that. I have to be so careful, but like that, there's something about you using that to manifest this year, or getting to really know your sacral chakra and connecting to it, and sacred sexuality and all of that, because I really do feel that's going to aid you in manifesting and connecting to your body, and again, like loving yourself, falling in love with your body. There's something really strong about that, and I'm going to keep it like that because I have to be so careful talking about that on YouTube, but they really wanted me to say that. There may even be an activation that comes in your sacral chakra this year. Very focused on like the spiritual side. Very, very focused on the spiritual side. So we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. The next person that you get into a relationship with, pile number 2, is somebody that's going to be a long-term partner. And that's why there's a little bit of a wait, or there's a lot of focus on self before you meet this person, because people don't like to hear it, but to bring somebody in, you have to be in alignment with them. And sometimes we think we're like in alignment, but then, you know, a year passes, we look back and we're like, oh, you know what, I really was not in alignment then, but I do feel more in alignment now. And with this wedding card, it's very much showing me that this person that's coming in for you guys, let me adjust the camera, this person coming in for you guys is a strong soulmate and is a life partner. You don't want to meet that person when you're not ready, or when you're in an imbalanced energy, because it's just going to like fizzle out, or it's not going to work. So with that card being said, it's like this person is worth the wait. And the more you work on yourself, the more you're going to align with them. And this is a very significant connection that's going to be your next connection. A very, very significant. That's why there's such a weight or a focus of doing inner work and focus of self-love before you meet them. I feel like your person is very focused on self as well and working on self. So it's like, that's why there's such a focus. But your next relationship, I do feel, if you're into marriage, will probably end up as a marriage, because it feels like related to soul mission, related to it's like you both have the same heart, and I feel like you've both been through a lot of the same things, and it's like you have to do the inner work to be in alignment with each other. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I do feel like there is a little bit of a wait before you meet this person, pile number 2, but it feels like worth the wait. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Let me just put one more card down and then I'll tell you about them. Pile number 2. Love in 2022. We have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to all fun to shine. I could not read then. And the back of the deck we have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. With these cards, there's a message coming through from someone's spirit guide. Like, remember that love is reciprocated, and remember that love is it's not coming from a place of lack. Where is my person? I've waited so long for this person, because we shouldn't be waiting for anybody. We should just be focused on self, working on self. Then that person comes in to join us. And I feel like maybe in the past with that Two of Pentacles energy there may have been like imbalances in your connections in regards to like maybe codependency. Maybe you put a lot of your confidence and worth in other people. And that's something I see you guys shifting while you're pouring all of that back into yourself with this Temperance card in 2022, so that you are in alignment with this person. Because like I said, your person's very focused on self in regards to like their work and stuff. So say now you met them now, you could be pouring into them, but they may not be able to pour into you the same way. You know what I mean? If you weren't focused on self, that's why there's such an emphasis on that. And with true love, calling in your soulmate wedding, this next person that comes in is like very strong soul connection, very strong soulmate. This is someone that you're going, it feels like a life partner. That's why there's a lot of like work on self. And with playfulness, it's taking me to the inner child, working on the inner child, giving your inner child that love, so that you're not looking at love through, you know, your wounded inner child. I'm trying to like replicate it to my own thing so I can kind of give you like an expression. I grew up not having a lot of like love and attention. So when I'd get in relationships, people would like give me that, or maybe love bomb, and I would like mistake that for love. So I'd like give them everything and have like no boundaries or anything, and then they'd like pull away, and it would be like this cat and mouse race. I had to learn to give to myself to be able to identify that. And I feel like that's what you're doing this year. It's something about the inner child and healing the inner child and healing yourself that way. A lot of that. You have like a strong soul tribe. A strong soul tribe. And this person's very connected to your soul mission coming in. Very, very prominent. But they're taking me to the end of the year. They really want you to focus on self this year. That's why this reading's been more so about you and give in to you, because it's a strong focus. The back of the deck we have come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. And you see like it's like one person and then there's like fairies. That's like your spirit team and your spirit guides. Make sure that you're calling out to them this year. Make sure that you are connecting to them this year. Make sure that you know that they're around you, and like all you've got to do is ask for the help and they can help you. You've just got to give them the permission to help you. Like I said, you're forming a really strong connection with them this year, and they're really going to be helping you doing this inner work, connecting to your spiritual side, connecting to your heart, and purifying and purging anything that is like in your way of allowing this person to come in, because they're working with you to kind of like clear the path for this person to come in. But like I said, with the Tower and the Magician, you're letting go of the old. Some people from your past are going to try and pull you back, so be aware of words, you know what I mean? Make sure there's actions following in 2022. So yes, pile number 2, that's what I have for you. Strong focus on self, strong focus on self-love, or building something up that is putting you on the pathway to your person. There's a highlight towards December of next year. If that's not what you want to hear, apologies, that's what was channeled. But yeah, it feels like a very bright and zestful year. Like, I feel good. Have you seen that like video or like meme of that person, and he's like dancing in a field and he's like skipping and it's like fun? You feel like that going into next year, but it's because you're seeing that in yourself and it's manifesting out into the world, if that makes sense. So a very, very beautiful year coming in for you guys, pile number 2. So that's all I have for you, pile 2. I really hope that you enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if this resonated. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. 3, welcome to your reading. So we are going to take a look at what is to come in the romance sector of your life in the year of 2022. You guys chose the orange calcite. I'm going to pop that up here. This particular card is basically a message from your spirit guides in regards to your love life in 2022, and we're going to take a look at that last. So I'm going to pop that out the way up here for now, and then we will get into it right at the end. So I'm going to start with tarot, and we'll continue with the oracle cards. So I'm using the Trippin' Rider-Waite deck. I'm saying it because I had a couple of requests asking me what this deck was in my last 2022 predictions video. So it's the Trippin' Waite deck, that's what it's called, and I'll have the link to it when I upload my tarot and oracle collection part 2, which will be soon. So yeah, let's get in. So spirit guides, tap me into the collective of pile number 3. I'm hearing who sung Your Sex Is on Fire? Was that Kings of Leon? Just shared that quite strongly. Pile 3, what is to come in love for pile? I keep hearing, like, I don't know why I'm picking up like fire energy. Like, I'm hearing things are heating up. I hear Your Sex Is on Fire. Like, there's something very like fire. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's your person coming in. They may come in quite hot and heavy. I haven't had this strong of an energy of maybe somebody else coming in ever, but I have that happening to you guys for pile number 3. I can't deny it, it's coming through quite hot and heavy. Let's get into it. Pile 3, what is to come in love for pile number 3? What is to come in love for pile number 3? Do you guys watch Shrek a lot? I'm being shown, do you know at the beginning of Shrek 2, and it has that little like analog type thing, and it's got like the music singing, and I think they're on their like honeymoon. Shrek and Fiona are, and they're like on the beach and they're just like having fun, like in the honeymoon period. They're showing me that. I don't know what the song is called, but I know they sing happily in love or something like that. But that scene, you'll know what it is if you've watched Shrek, but that came through. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I'm getting excited for you guys already. We got the Nine of Pentacles, pile 3. What is to come in love? I'm hearing Ariana Grande's song Moonlight. What is to come in love for pile number 3? This is a very strong year in regards to love for you guys, pile 3. We have the 8 of Swords here. Yeah, this is quite a strong year for that, it feels. It's coming in like hot and heavy. Pile 3. What is to come in love for pile number 3? What is to come in love for pile number 3? We have the 5 of Cups. Pile number 3. What is to come for pile number 3 in love in 2022? Your cards are just like fanning out over my hands. Pile 3. What is to come in love for pile number 3? We have the 4 of Wands. Something's coming in, but it's in a way that you just like wouldn't expect it. Like you may have an idea in your mind of like, when I get in my next relationship, or you know, when I call a person in, like a soulmate or whatever, like it's going to be this way. The person comes in, but it's going to be in a completely different way. So I don't know whether you've ever always thought on your head, oh, they're going to come in, you know, maybe through work, or they're going to come in through this way. It's like very different. And I'm being told the person that comes in is going to be very different to what you expected, or maybe very different to what you normally want out of a connection or anything like that. Like maybe you're more grounded. This feels whirlwindy, not in a negative way. It just feels like a lot different. It's like there's something about like 2022, you guys being very active, very in your physical body, there's a lot of excitement and fun coming into your life in 2022. Pile number 3, we have the Knight of Swords. Can I lift these up? I want you guys to see the imagery. There we go. You can still see it then, can't you? I'll move that over here. I just want you to see the cards. So you can read them as well as me. I like when you guys can read the cards. Knight of Swords. Pile number 3, please, spirit guides. Pile number 3. What is to come in love for pile number 3 in 2022? I'm hearing who sang I Can't Take My Eyes Off You? I'm hearing it. You're really drawing in people, and it's your energy. We have the Star. Like, it's not even a case of you're going on a self-love wave and you're going to shine. Like, you've been there. You're shining out. I'm hearing fatty wap like a star. You're shining out. And I feel like someone's like, yes, give me a piece of that cake. Like, that's what I'm hearing. We have the Hanged Man. Pile number 3. What's coming in love for pile number 3? Queen of Wands. And the back of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Right, this year, somebody significant is coming in. You know damn well I would not say that otherwise, but someone is coming in for you guys in 2022. You guys have wanted someone to come in. You guys have wanted this fresh start. You guys have wanted your abundance for some time. And I feel like it's almost felt like this 8 of Swords. Like you were just waiting and waiting and waiting. And with this full moon at the top here, you were waiting because you were releasing. You were releasing old mental constructs. You were releasing old wounds, old thought patterns, so that you could bring in the new. That's why you were feeling in this 8 of Swords. Maybe you wanted a fresh start for some time. And it just felt like you were bound. But it was because you were dealing with inner wounds, inner work. But with the 9 of Pentacles here, I see, you know, the fruits of that labor coming in. I see 2022, you guys feeling this zest for life. Like I was saying at the beginning, there's this like, it feels like a zoom. It's just like boom, like it just feels like your light's coming back to you. And I see a lot of love, and it's not just in regards to like looking at love differently. It's like looking at the world differently. Like I'm looking at Mother Gaia here, and you know the colors. It's just like you're seeing life with color again. You're seeing life a lot brighter again. Maybe you haven't been seeing yourself seeing the world through the eyes of like your heart for a while, because you've been feeling in the 8 of Swords while you've been purging. Get into grips with maybe negative energies or fears that were residing in you, so you could purge them out. But I see that fresh start. And with this bird here, you know what I mean? Like the birds, they remind me of like freedom, flying about. I really do see you guys calling what's for you into your life. Does that make sense? Aligning with what you want. There's a big zest for life coming in this next year, and I see you guys feeling very bright. There's almost this go ahead, so maybe something that you wanted to do but maybe haven't had the energy for. I see you guys doing that and running towards that. It could be a goal, it could be a project, but that's something that you're focusing on in the early part or even right now in regards to 2022. What I'm going to say with the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, this isn't relating to love too much in a sense. It's more so there's 2 things coming through in regards to that. It's almost like you may have an idea for 2022 of like a job role or like a course you want to do, or there may just be something you have your mind set on, and maybe you're wanting to do it because other people are doing it, but Spirit's saying you have your own way of doing things because you want to follow what you're doing, tapping into yourself and doing what feels right for you. And I feel like there's something that maybe your ego is attached to that may crumble or not work out the way that you want, but it's shifting you to a path where you do meet your person. With the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Cups here, that's what I'm being told. For some of you guys, this is relating to your person just coming through in an like unexpected way, or you have a setback or a disappointment that feels like a disappointment but it's not. It's like whenever we have things like that, there's doors being shut so you can walk through another one, and it was a similar kind of energy with pile number 1, but it's like a blessing in disguise type of energy. And I see that's what's putting you on par with your person. A lot of solid work in regards to career, specifically in the early part of 2022. When I say career, I mean like your career, your work, not career the country, because sometimes language barrier or accent barrier, some people think I'm saying career. If that aligns with you, cool. I meant career, like occupation. But yeah, I see you guys really putting in work and creating a solid foundation, because there's something about you, Pile 3 as well. You draw in love when you feel financially stable or materially stable. Like I feel like that is tied to self-worth a little bit. Maybe you have a lot of planets in the 2nd house, maybe you have a lot of Taurus energy, but I feel like money and finances and stability in your career, that ties with your self-worth, and when we feel good we attract a lot more. So there's something about you really getting your finances in order, or getting your work in order, career in order, maybe switching something where there may have been like money loss so that you can bring in abundance or something like that. But I see as you're focusing on that and feeling a lot brighter, I see somebody coming in again hot and heavy. This isn't even something that's going to start necessarily as friendship. I do see you building something together. This is coming in even spring though. This doesn't even feel like, oh, it's a while away. I would say you, Pile 3, your person is a lot closer than the other piles. It feels like springtime, specifically April and May. Strong Taurus energy and Aries energy. And I do feel that your person is cardinal, it feels. So like Capricorn, Aries, Libra and Cancer. That energy coming through from your person. And this person feels very live in the moment, very connected to the physical body, very like live in the moment, takes risks. You know what it's reminding me of? You know on what's it called? Mamma Mia 2, and the guy, the second guy with the blonde hair, I think his name was Billy. And he's really cheeky and fun and a bit mischievous, but he's very like in the moment and one of those type of, I feel like your person's like that. Very very giving, very loving, wears their heart on their sleeve, has a lot of love to give. That's how your person feels. And I see them coming in quite, I wouldn't say hot and heavy, I would say make sure you're asserting your boundaries. Not that they're the type of person to take advantage of you not having boundaries, but I feel like you're somebody that may want to take it a little bit slower. Make sure you pace yourself is a message from Spirit, but I see a very welcomed change in your love life and somebody coming in cardinal energy very much for you. Because of this rebirth, you're shining again, like the star energy. You've done that work on yourself, so you're shining, and I feel like your person's gravitating towards that. And I see your person kind of like lingering around you. You may not even take them serious at first, Pile 3. I have to be honest, you may be like, oh, you're all talk or something like that, but I see you kind of like opening up to them. There's a lot of time spent with like a specific person and doing things with a specific person. Like I'm seeing like 2 people singing in a car. I'm being shown like 2 people going and seeing things. Like maybe you've been hermiting a lot because there's a lot of like openness. I swear I just heard a noise. think it's one of my cats. I think one of my cats is up here. I'm hearing a little bit of a noise, but I think it's one of the cats. But yeah, there's this feeling of this person like really adoring you. I'm hearing Harry Styles adore you. This person's very for you. And I feel like a lot of energies that maybe, not that you've suppressed, but I just feel like you haven't been feeling them for a while. Because maybe you've been doing this inner work, or you've been feeling the more stagnant energies, you haven't felt that kind of zest in regards to love, or, you know, you haven't been able to give to someone. I feel like you have a very big heart. You haven't been able to do that. And I feel like this is coming in to allow that kind of like balance to come in. There's a lot of fun coming through with this connection. There's no saying with this connection if it's going to be like an extremely... Which cat is that? 2 seconds, guys. I know I forgot to pause. Which cat? Which one are you? Jasper, what you doing, baby? What you doing? You making noise? Okay, guys, that was my little kitten. He basically has been in the living room for a long time, and he's been in the living room since we've had him, basically, because he was like a feral cat, so we had to keep him where we could see him. And the past couple of weeks he's been allowed out of the living room and he's been exploring the house. And my 2 rooms, he absolutely loves them, specifically the room I'm in now, because he loves the plants and the crystals and all of that, and he loves to play about because I have a lot of fun things for him. So he makes a lot of noise, so apologies for that. But yeah, like I was saying, like, you guys are really shining out, really shining out bright, and I feel like your person's going to be very, very drawn to you. And I see a lot of fun. I see 2 people in the car singing. I see you going and seeing things that you haven't seen before. There's a lot of brightness. I feel like this person's like kind of like, I don't even feel like, normally I feel like this energy like teaching you how to love again and open up, but it doesn't even feel like that. I feel like you're very aware of how to love. You have a very big heart, a very beautiful heart. It's more so this person is bringing back a spark, like a zest for life. Not that that's solely going to reside in them, because I see you reaching it before you even meet this person, but it's just like, I don't feel like you've met someone that's had the love for life that you've had before. You're somebody that sees things and sees the light in things. You're somebody that sees like the world and just has so much love. And I feel like you've struggled to find people to see the world the way you do, and this person's going to really see the world the way that you do. There's a strong connection between you and this person's inner child, and I see like a strong connection there, and I see you guys really bonding and really getting to know each other on like a deep level. There's a lot of love between you and your person, a lot of love, and there's going to be like a lot of fun. And I wouldn't be saying it otherwise. This is something that's coming in 2022. Like, this isn't, you know, this is happening. I can feel it with the Hanged Man and the Queen of Wands as well. I do feel this may be tied to soul mission. I do feel this may be tied to what you're here to do, or your work, or just hobbies that you have together. With the Queen of Wands and the Hanged Man, I just see a lot of expansion in both of your lives spiritually as well as physically. Like, I feel like you both are going to do a lot of like manifesting, a lot of like law of attraction. You may both like believe in that and have like vision boards and stuff like that, because you guys like really pour into each other's cups because you're both givers. And I always like to say, with like nurturers and givers, they should be in relationships with other givers and nurturers. And I feel like you both do that and pour into each other's cups, so you are like cheerleaders to each other, in regards to, you know, bringing in what it is you want to manifest next and all of that. So I do see a lot of that, and this is a very passionate connection. One thing that I will say, because this is a very passionate connection, you may butt heads a little bit. There may be some arguments, just because like you both have leadership energy and you both really want the best for each other, but like you both want to kind of like take the reins sometimes. So there may be a little bit of butting heads like that. And because I feel like you're both quite fiery, especially when it comes to your heart and your passions, there may be like an energy between you both, like, I know best. Well, I know best. And it's like, there is a lot of that. So there may be like hiccups along the way, but that's like any relationship. You always have hiccups with people. You have hiccups with friendships. I do see that coming in a little bit, because it is a bit of a fiery connection, but I feel like you both learn from each other a lot with that. There's a lot of learning from each other, and I feel like maybe you two are used to being like lone wolves, so it's like you're learning to adapt to somebody being with you and being on that journey. There's a lot being learned in this connection. This is, you know, quite a strong connection there. We do have the 10 of Cups. This is more taking me to this connection being very romantically fulfilling. And what I'm actually being taken to here with the female and male here, and then you have like you have 2 females there. But what I'm being told is, whether it's like you're both females, you're both males, or vice versa, or whatever the case, these 2 kids here, they're representing you, both of your inner children. So your inner child. And I feel like with this abundance, it's like you're creating abundance and creating love where there is no wounded inner child. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm being shown with the 10 of Cups. It's like emotional fulfillment and learning what love is, where it's not, I have to gain love from somebody, or, love with consequences, or love with pain, or I have to heal you to feel anything. It's like you're both healing your inner child through each other. So that's very, very like beautiful. You know what, guys? My camera literally fell from my stand, so apologies for that. But yeah, what I was being told is I'm not going to tap in too much like psychic foresight of what's beyond 2022, because this is just about 2022, and I feel like then that's when this relationship is going to commence. It does feel like a long-term connection, but there's like no strong symbolism of like marriage and kids or anything like that. So allow everything to flow, allow everything to just like flow. This could be a divine connection, it's just not showing yet. Remember, we can grow together or choose to grow apart, but that's something that, and like, it's not like imminent yet, but it's probably just because we're focusing on, the connection right here, like right now, you know what I mean? So just allow everything to flow. Let's pull some more cards. I'm going to use these oracle cards next. Pile number 3, please, spirit guides. What's coming in love for pile number 3, please, spirit guides? What is coming in love for pile number 3? I've just had 2 cards fall on the floor. Yeah, guys, look at that. We have share the love, which I was saying, like, you're both nurturers, you're both givers, and now you're jumping into a relationship to give to each other and give to, yourselves, and there's such a reciprocated energy. That's why the inner child is, really getting healed here. And when I say healed, I don't mean you're both going to be purging together. I feel like you've both done that work. This is more like topping up, from the purge. Does that make sense? Like, you've topped up enough on your own. Now it's time to like receive that from somebody else. And I just see like a lot of love in regards to that. And this is like, it almost feels like this is both of your first loves, in the sense of both of you may have like loved people before or had connections with people before, but it wasn't like a deep love. It was like maybe karmic, or maybe there was just like a runner chaser dynamic. This is like you're both, maybe your first healthy relationship, or relationship where you've both poured into each other. So there's like, say now this didn't last forever, even then there's so much love between the 2 of you, like prominent in each other's lives. Like, there's just so much love, and it feels soulmatey. Do you know what I mean? It does feel like a soulmate energy. I am being told some of you guys, you may have children with this person. We do have crown chakra as well. What I'm being told about crown chakra is that there is a connection to spirituality between both of you. It may activate spiritual gifts within them, within yourself. You may both go on an ascension together when you do meet. There's going to be a lot of dabbling in regards to that. Like I said, like manifestation and vision boards and things like that. So there is a strong energy there. I'm also being told there's a resonance the minute you meet each other, because there have been past lives together, because this is soulmate energy, I'm gonna say it. There's a lot of resonance between the 2 of you guys. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a spiritual connection. I feel like you know what each other's gonna think, and vice versa, and all of that. Pile 3, please, spirit guides. What's to come in love? Pile number 3. What do we have? We have challenging times. We have that here. So what I'm being told with challenging times is, again, it's that button head energy. There may be button heads because it's like, maybe you've had to go it alone, or you're just used to being maybe like the oldest sibling or something like that. And again, you've always been maybe the giver or the fixer-upper, but the thing is that your person's going to share that. So there's like, I wouldn't say like a power dynamic or like a power, it's nothing too negative, because you're both very like well developed within self, that it's not something that would cause like a crash. But I do feel that there will be little hurdles that you'll have to kind of like jump over in regards to balancing out the how do I explain this? Balancing out the more dominant energy, because you both feel quite dominant. You both feel like I know the right way. You know what I mean? Where it's like you both know the right way. It's just that you're learning to mesh that together. And that's something you're going to have to come to an agreement with. Maybe one person wants to, it is even into little things. Like maybe you got a house and one person wants one house and one wants the other house. And it's like you both have different visions, but it's like you're learning to blend that together. This is something you're both learning to like mesh together. Pile number... we have flow. Like I was saying, don't fixate or worry about how this connection is going to go, where it's going to go. As long as you're focusing on you, pouring into yourself, and there is a balance in the connection, allow everything to flow. Don't push, don't worry, don't be like, wait, you know, what's going to happen? Like, allow everything to flow. Allow it all to flow. And we have believe and succeed at the back, and they're in a literal boat on water. So again, it's like that flowing energy. I feel like you're really going to move forward together. I feel like you're going to bring a lot in together. The bird making a noise just really struck me then. So birds may be a significant energy in this connection. Maybe you're seeing a lot of birds in twos, or you may see a lot of birds in twos before you meet this person. But there's a lot of like flowing energy, and you're both learning to, you know, you're both learning the dynamic of being with someone and sharing with someone. You're both learning that. It's like you may have been in your own little worlds for some time. So learning to balance that within each other is a little hurdle you may reach. Maybe straight away. Pile number 3. This feels so beautiful as well. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And what I'm hearing here with this is keep your heart open. You may have been waiting for some time for someone to come in. It did feel like that with the 8 of Swords. There's this energy even now, allow everything to flow in, like be open to any possibility of somebody coming in. Don't think it's just coming in one way. Allow every possibility of what's coming to you in regards to love to just come in, and it will, is the message. That way you're giving the universe, you know, enough leeway to manifest the best possible outcome for you. Because sometimes we're set on an outcome and the universe is like, okay, but then when we give space, it's like the universe can align you with the best outcome, if that makes sense. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. What was I saying about the inner child? This is like healing the inner child. You're going to do a lot of fun inner child things. Like you may go quad biking. I'm hearing the motorbikes in the background. So you may do things like that, or like motorbikes or whatever. Like there's a lot of inner child. Maybe there's a lot of movies you watched as an inner child. I see you both like watching each other's movies that you watched when you were younger, just doing like fun things, really connecting to that. It's like it's fun. I feel really fun and just like, I don't know, it's beautiful. Very healing connection. Oh my god, guys, I literally pulled children. Literally have children. Your love life is being affected by children. You may very well end up having children with this person, and there's something about you going through a lot in childhood, or they did, or maybe both of you. But you both, there's almost like this commitment to self of like, I've done the inner work, so my children will have the best upbringing and they'll be loved. The person that I'm talking about, they very much have that same view. So there's like a lot of love that will be placed on the children, giving them like a very good upbringing and a lot of love in that upbringing and a lot of emotional support. I'm hearing somebody wasn't heard in their childhood. So there's a lot of that. I don't feel like you'll have children in 2022. It doesn't feel like that. But later on, there may be relationships, there may be children that may make their way in, because it's like healing the inner child, and then it's like your children benefit from it, you know. We also have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So what was I saying about the Star and the King of Swords at the back of the deck? Knight of Swords at the back of the deck. You're just like shining your light out, and I feel like this person kind of like attracts and moves forward to you. I'm not hearing too much about how they're going to come in, but this person is going to be very physically attracted to you. I do feel this is going to be a very physically intimate relationship. Maybe it's been a bit of a while, I'm hearing. So there's going to be, you know, the drought is going to not be there anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of physical attraction. You both very much enjoy each other physically, and in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. Like I'm picking up a lot of that. There's a lot of passion, a lot of passion, because you both have very big hearts. It's like you have twin hearts, it feels. The back of the deck, we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And we had that back there as well, letting go of control, allowing everything to flow. How it comes in, when you're together, where it's going to end up, allow it to flow. I feel like sometimes you might want to control the situation, which is something that comes from your childhood. Maybe there was a lot of shift happening in your childhood, so naturally as an adult you want to control so that you're preparing, but Spirit's saying let go of that, allow the universe to bring in what's needed, allow everything to flow. What's for you is always going to be for you is the message. So let's take a look at your card, which is a message from your spirit guides in regards to your love life in 2022. So we have manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. Oh my god, what was I saying about you and your person manifesting a lot and having a vision board? I was saying that, and that's come through with manifestation. You may even be manifesting them in right now. I feel like you're both drawing each other in. I feel like you're both manifesting each other in, and it's being, again, with that 9 of Pentacles, that best version of yourself, which is drawing, each other into each other's lives, with the manifestation card here. Yeah, and I want to say open up to listening to love music and being in that energy of love, but I almost kind of feel like you are. Let me sort that out. I almost kind of feel like you are. I feel like you are a romantic, even if you don't like to say you. I feel like you are a romantic. You may even say it very proudly. I feel that you are a romantic at heart, because you have a lot of love to give. And I feel like the more you step into that and that loving energy, the more abundance comes in. And I feel like that person gets drawn in. You both have similar hearts, which is why the connection's so healing for the two of you. And to end the reading, I'm seeing the number 6. I know 2022 is a 6 year. Could be relating to that. It could mean June being highlighted. It could be 6 months from now, which, well, that is June actually, never mind. But there's something with the number 6. Let me know what that's about. But yeah, pile number 3, that's what I have for you guys in the year of 2022. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm sending you guys all of my love. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. Sending you guys lots of love. Hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey Pal4, welcome to your reading. So we are currently taking a look at what is to come in 2022 in regards to your love life and the romantic sector of your life. So you guys chose the snow quartz. I'm going to pop that up here. We're going to get straight in. I'm going to place this oracle at the top. This particular card is basically what message your spirit guides have for you going into the next year in regards to love. And I'm going to be taking a look at it last to kind of round up the reading. So we're going to leave that there. Let's get straight in with tarot. So the deck I'm using is the Trippin' White deck, and I've mentioned it in all my piles because I had a lot of requests and messages on my last reading asking what this deck was, the colourful one. So it's called the Trippin' White tarot deck, for those of you that had asked about it. So let's get straight in. So pile number 4, please spirit guides. Pile number 4, what is to come in love in regards to pile number 4 in 2022? What is coming in love in 2022 for my pile 4s? Tap me into the collective of pile number 4s. What is to come in love? Oh, your card just jumped out. We have the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like you have been either focused on a project or been very work and career dominated, or you have just been very focused on self. I'm really being taken to fitness as well and your physical body. I don't know whether you're going to start the year that way. It does feel like you may even be in that energy right now with the 4 of Pentacles. Very focused on self, maybe not wanting to take your energy away from yourself for projects that you're working on and giving it to other people, which is normal, which is fine. But that's the energy I see you start in 2022 with, and I feel like that's the energy you're in now. Very focused on self, keeping your energy to yourself. We have the Star. Am I putting that upside down or right side up? right side up. We have the star. Do you know the star has literally popped up in pretty much the majority of the readings? I think there's maybe one pile it didn't pop up in. So maybe with this Four of Pentacles, you've been bringing in, again, it's taking me to work with you guys, like a project, career, focusing on that, like a rebirth there, maybe switching jobs, changing career, all of your energy and focus, or like money, finances, all of that going there. And I feel like that's creating abundance and newness come 2022. Pile number 4, what's coming in love for pile number 4 in 2022? We have the Queen of Swords. What's coming in love in 2022? What's coming in love for 2022? We have the Ten of Swords. What is coming in love in 2020? Oh my god, that card like leaped. We have the Ace of Cups. I know what I deserve. I know what I deserve. And it's like, I know what I don't want. Pile number 4. What is coming in love in 2022 for pile 4? What is coming in love for pile number 4 in 2022? We have the Page of Swords. Pile number 4. What is coming in love? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're completely not focused on it, for some people, that's when it comes in. For some people, I feel like you're like that, and I feel like that's going to kind of be your story. Very focused on something else, and they come in. We literally have Ace of Swords as well. Is my camera on a squiff? There we go. I feel like my camera was squinting. Ace of Swords, pile number 4, please, Spirit Guides. One final card for Tarot. What is to come in pile number 4's love life in 2022? I just shared harmony. I just want to be part of it. We have 3 of Cups. You know that song Symphony? I'm sure it was Clean Bandit and someone. I want to be part of your symphony when you hold me tight and don't let go. You know that song? It was out a while ago. They just played me that. We have Queen of Wands at the back of the deck. Queen of Wands, right? You're on a mission, it feels, 2022. I feel like you may have been in that pile. I can't remember what pile it was now. In the general 2022 pick of cards, that was like going into 2022 on a mission. Like focused on career, focused on work. You're very work and career dominated come 2022. There's something you're wanting to bring into the physical, or there's something that you're wanting a manifestation with, something that you're wanting to kind of like rise up. And I really do see you very much focused on that. With the Four of Pentacles here and the Star, making sure your money's going in the right places. There's so much focus on career. It's almost like your baby in 2022. It's like that's a focus for you. And with the Queen of Wands, it's like energetically and physically manifesting in what it is that you want. There's like eye on the prize, tunnel vision. I'm going for it. Very, very focused on that. And I feel like it's almost like a long time coming with the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords here with the butterflies on top. Again, it's like mentioning kind of like a rebirth, stepping into that, you feel like you're stepping into that masculine energy, talking your ish. Like I'm seeing 2022 minutes past, you may be seeing 2022 a lot, 222 a lot, maybe seeing that. But you're in that masculine energy. It's like, I know what I want, I'm going for it, setting boundaries, asserting yourself. I know exactly what I want, wading through the BS. Like there's a strong energy of that going into your year. I was gonna call you pile 2022, pile 4. With that though, I feel like knowing what you want and knowing what you deserve and being in that go-getter energy, in the sidelines with this Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups, there's a lot of expansions in a lot of areas of your life, because you're really like, it feels tending to your crops, tending to everything around you, making sure every point of your life, skincare, physical body, like work, you're on your game this year. You may be going through a personal year number 1, personal year number 8. There's a lot of that, like very on game, making sure everything's on point. And I feel like in regards to your love area, I do see somebody stepping towards you. With this Ace of Cups here, this is really like, I feel like this is very divinely guided, very spiritually guided, and I feel like because you're like leveling up, putting yourself first and focusing on these things, I feel like it's almost like coming through like a gift. Like this is like the, you know, the hand of the universe. We have your spirit guides here as the doves, like bringing it in. I feel like someone's stepping in, and it's funny because I feel like in the past you've had a lot of connections that were maybe quite like not forceful, what's the word, very like hot and heavy, and that was it. Like they came quickly, they left. Oh god, they came quickly. They, you know, they came in very quickly and then they left very quickly. Like there's that energy. It's like, yeah, they're here and then they're not. Like I'm hearing that in regards to your past connections. Whereas like moving forward, I feel like someone's stepping in, but it's almost like you don't recognize them when they come in because of how calm it is. There's such a like resonance, you know, that saying, like, you know, when you met like a soulmate or something because they feel like home, they feel peaceful, it feels like coming home, like birds flying home to rest. That's how this person feels coming in for you. I'm not being told any month, any day. I had little descriptions of times and things like that in the other piles. For you, it's very hush hush, and I think it's because it's going to manifest, not necessarily in a friendship, it could begin as a friendship, but it's going to manifest, like you may not even look at them in that way or even view it like, okay, this is going to be a relationship, because it's coming in a different way than what you've had before. And this is very like, it does feel slow moving, and I feel like this person is very much there, whether it's just being a very good friend to you or just very much there on the sidelines. They may be very focused on things too. And there's almost this energy that happens, and not giving me any dates. I am being highlighted August a little bit, which is more so when you may kind of like look up from your everyday activities or your job or your career and look to your right and just realize, hang on a minute, this person's been here for like the majority of 2022 and they're very giving and loving to me. Like, is this what I think it is? Is this, you know, do they feel that way? Like, I don't know. And I'm being shown like a daisy, like, do they love me? Do they love me not? It's almost like at one moment, like looking up and being like, oh my God, you've kind of been here this whole time. Like, wait a minute, like, is this my soulmate? Is this my person? There is a feeling like that. Sorry guys, my camera cut out, but that's what I'm really being shown. Like, there's almost this abundance of love, but it's almost like you may not recognize it at first. It could be a co-worker with you guys very focused on career. It could be something that ties in with your finances or something like that. I'm being taken to the gym. Maybe you meet somebody at a gym, but there's this energy of somebody being there very much like quite dependable. Not in the sense they're just laying back and, you know, just allowing you to do whatever. It's not like that, but it almost feels friendshipy, or this person's like always around you, looking out for you, and I feel like that's where it blossoms. This person may be a little bit older than you, I'm being told as well. But that's what I'm being shown. It's like you don't see it straight away. You don't realize it straight away. It's not something that you like rush into or, you know, run towards them like you are my person. It's like it's a slow burner because you're very focused on something. I don't necessarily see like focused on self in the sense of like self-betterment and all that, because I feel like that goes hand in hand with everything that you do. Beyond this point, that feels very ingrained into you. Very focused on self. I don't feel like it's like this huge urgent thing. It's like you're always doing that. This is like career. There's energy going towards something in regards to your career or workplace. And with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups, there may even be two people around you, maybe a little bit spoiled for choice, but I mean that in a sense of like you may have two people coming towards you, and one may be more talks the talk and says all of these things, and then this other person may be more in a more balanced way. You may have to wade between the two. There's something about this Three of Cups of somebody else being there that may be trying to get your attention. I feel like they'll say a lot, but I don't see a lot of like physical substance. Could be somebody trying to come in from the past. I just got shown someone's higher self, like someone from the past knocking on the door, and the door just being slammed in their face, like no. So when I said that, somebody just went, no, hell no. So discard that if it isn't, but like, it could be somebody just trying to get your attention from the past that I'm picking up in the energy. But that's something that's coming through as well. However, there's one specific person that you just don't look at that way, and that's where it blossoms. And they're being a little bit secretive about it, but I feel like there's almost this realization with this Ace of Swords midway through the year or towards the latter part of the year, like August, September time, where you have this realization. It could be that you try something with a particular person and then just realize maybe they were all talk and walk away. I don't see anything like emotionally upsetting you or anything like that this year. It doesn't feel like that. You've got your head really screwed on, very screwed on. You know exactly what you want, what you're doing, haven't got time for BS. So there could be someone that may try and waste your time, but you very much nip it in the bud and then maybe look to the other person and realize that they are there. Yeah, definitely, for sure. But this person may come in as a friend first or just always be there. It could even be somebody that's in your life now and it could develop into something. But for others of you guys, it's like, I feel like they'll come in 2022 and they'll be around a lot for 2022, but it will not blossom into something romantic until towards the end or something like that. When you come to that realization, because with this Queen of Wands, it's like you're very focused on manifesting in the life that you want. You know what I mean? Bringing in abundance for yourself. That's what I'm being shown. So let's pull some more cards. Pile number 4. What is coming in love? Oh, no, wait. I don't want to pull these yet. Let's pull these. Pile number 4. What is coming in love in 2022? Spirit guides, tap me into pile number 4. What is coming in love for pile number 4? We have sadness and isolation, but what I love here is you see the person crying here, but then it's like a line, and then this person's jumping out, and we have number 3, which is related to Jupiter, luck, expansion, growth. I see you guys really, I feel like you may have been in that energy and you're jumping out of it. For sure. There's like such energy towards your career, and work and finances and all of that. This is my career dominated pile. It feels that way, and I see you jumping towards that. Maybe you've been like building for a while but haven't seen the fruits of your labor, and then it comes in. Pile number 4. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Pile number 4. What is to come in love? Oh, now it's 333. So some of you guys may be seeing heavy on the angel numbers with you guys. Pay attention to angel numbers, but we got 333 now. Pay attention to them because I feel like Spirit kind of guides you through them. We have rest and reconsider. I see you guys just not focused on love, like career. Like you just focus on it. Pile number 4. Let me just lay the other 2 cards down. If it will, oh my god, I can't pick it up. We have sacral chakra. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Pile number 4. Oh, we had 2 cards come out then. We have new vitality. I just shared after the storm is when the flowers bloom. I just shared that. And we also have manifest as well. Okay. So, well, wait, let me get the back of the deck. We also have this card that's just like literally been laying there, which is crown chakra, which I'm actually going to pop out because I was just laying there and I don't remember putting that down. It's okay if it's a little messy. Don't worry about it. I'm telling myself that, not you guys, because I try to get it all tidy. We have flow here as well. Oh, there's a lot of abundance coming in. Like career-wise, financing, a lot of it. Okay, at the beginning of the year, sadness and isolation, rest and reconsider. I don't see a strong focus on love. Very much focus on your, like, towards your career. There's something, in one of the piles in the 2022 general predictions, I was being told that a little bit of purging may come up around the Mercury retrograde, like in Aquarius. So there may be something coming up for you to purge around that time. Again, though, it's like, I don't think it's jeopardizing anything because there's no love in that time period. It feels very much like focused on self, mapping out where you want to go. That's what I'm being shown with the sacral chakra and new vitality. What I was being told with the sacral chakra, of course the sacral chakra connects us to our emotions, so maybe you guys have been feeling a little bit dumb, or not dumb, what's it called, dull dull or down, and I see you guys having like an expansion there. I see you may be drawn to the color orange a lot around that time. May even be called to it now. I'm hearing like sandalwood, burning sandalwood essential oils, really connecting to your sacral chakra and your creativity. Around, I'm being taken to like Pisces season around that time. And I feel like you connecting to your emotions and having that zest for life, I feel like that's bringing in new energies. With the new vitality here, this person that's coming in for you guys, it does feel like someone new, or someone that you haven't had a romantic connection with before. With manifest and crown chakra here, I feel like in the past, you've had an idea of what you've wanted for love or who you've wanted to come in for love. But I feel like as time has gone on, you haven't focused on love too much. And that's why going into 2022, you're very focused on your career. But manifestations that you put into play a long time ago are coming in 2022, which is this person in regards to love. I feel like you've taken a break from manifesting anything in regards to love, but you still have sown the seeds from before. So they're still making their way in. I hope that's making sense. That's a message that came through. There is a spiritual connection with your person. They feel very earthy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, and they feel very career dominated and fitness orientated. It feels like very like looks after themselves like that. There's something coming through. So pile number 4. Please, spirit guides, pile number 4. What is to come in love? Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like that. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Pile number 4. We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Again, you're not going to like think that this person's your soulmate, because maybe you're used to people that were very like over the top, or like very like in and out, or somebody that was just like a bit of like a love bomber or something like that, and this person's going to be more slow and steady, but you resonate so much at a heart level. It's like a beautiful love blossoms, and they're very romantic. It feels like Taurus energy, like very romantic. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Love life of pile number 4s. Love life of pile number 4, please, spirit guides. What have we got here? We've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Sorry guys, they kept falling all over the floor. So we have that. I feel like you're very focused on self, so I don't feel like I need to go into that talk, because I feel like you're already there, and I feel like you've learned that you have to love yourself first. Maybe that's why you haven't been manifesting loving, because it just hasn't been a priority to you. That's how it feels. We have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Again, this is something you've manifested before. They're making me feel like it's a conclusion of something that you were calling in before. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. And we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Something about Halloween coming through. Maybe you met this person last Halloween, the Halloween just gone. And it just takes a while to develop, or maybe you make it official around Halloween time of next year. We have wedding at the back of the deck, so I feel like this is a, divine counterpart, someone that's going to be very serious in your life. They feel like somebody that wants to build, and I feel like you're one of those people too. They feel very like connected to their like career, very focused on that. Funny, it's like this person's coming in, but they see you're very busy and very focused on self, so it's like this person's coming in and they're enjoying you. They're enjoying the person that you are. They're enjoying your energy. There's something about your humor. They're really enjoying that, and it's like, I don't know how this is gonna like manifest. They're very like grounded like that, so it's like, I'm just going to like be around this person because I enjoy their company, and we'll just see where it goes from there. And it's like, you're enjoying their company then, you know what I mean, and you're enjoying the person that they are, and then it's like that just creates this solid foundation that as the year goes on, it's like it's built upon until you both kind of like look up and are like, oh god, this may be something, you know what I mean? And that's when it gets a little bit more serious, and I see like dates and things then, do you know what I mean? But it's like you already know each other very well before you make it into like anything lovey, if that makes sense. And with the I have to show you this again, like the 2 birds appear. It's like your spirit guides are very like around you, kind of like orchestrating it behind the scenes, do you know what I mean? Very much so. So let's take a look at your card now, which is a message from your spirit guides in regards to this year, and what to focus on in regards to love. So we have Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Wow. So this energy is coming through here with Magical Gateway. Like, you're going to make a lot of shifts and turns and very like brave choices in regards to your career and your work this year, in regards to like aligning your soul with something that you want, aligning with something that you're very passionate about. You're going to take a lot of like leaps of faith, and I feel like by doing that, that puts you on the path to this person. And even when you're on the path with this person, it's like taking that leap of faith to be vulnerable with each other and step into like a new level of commitment with each other as well. That's what I'm being told. Like the message from your spirit guides is keep taking those leaps of faith, like leap and the net will appear, magical gateway. When you venture into the unknown, this is where the greatest rewards are. So that's a little message from your higher self. So that's what I have for you, pile number 4. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I will have the messages from your higher selves for 2022 up soon. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. If I don't see you before, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a lovely Christmas, and I'll see you guys hopefully in my next video. So thank you guys for watching.